Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press Morning podcast for October 31, 2025. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, in a major development, President Trump and Chinese leader Xi Jinping have made significant progress in trade talks, with the US and China agreeing to a tentative deal that could mark a turning point in their bitter trade war. The news has sent stocks soaring, but critics argue that the agreement may not address underlying issues, such as intellectual property theft and unfair trade practices. In other news, the U.S. Senate has voted to approve a bipartisan resolution aimed at blocking President Trump's global tariffs, marking the third time this week that lawmakers have pushed back against the administration's trade policy. The measure seeks to repeal the president's tariffs on countries around the world, including longtime allies such as the European Union, Japan, and South Korea. Lastly, we're seeing a disturbing trend of anti-Palestinian propaganda and racism, with instances reported in recent months sparking widespread concern among human rights activists and advocates for social justice. Media bias, social media algorithms, and deliberate disinformation campaigns have been perpetuating harmful stereotypes and fueling violence against Palestinians. Experts warn that the consequences can be devastating, contributing to a climate of fear, mistrust, and violence. These are the stories we're following today. We'll provide ongoing coverage and analysis as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshul and know what's right now. Firstly, we're following the ongoing government shutdown, which has now reached a critical point, significantly impacting air travel across the United States. Major airlines like Delta and United are urging Congress to reopen the government immediately due to concerns over air traffic control staffing, which could compromise safety and efficiency in the skies. We've seen ground delays at several airports, including Orlando International and Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, highlighting the growing problems faced by the aviation industry. In other news, Hurricane Melissa has left a trail of destruction in Jamaica, resulting in at least 4 confirmed deaths and widespread damage across the island. Thousands are without power or shelter, and aid efforts are underway to provide support to those affected. The international community, including the United States government and nonprofit organizations, is coming together to offer assistance, with financial aid and essential supplies being flown in from Florida. Lastly, we've been monitoring a developing story about the German far-right party Alternative for Germany, or AfD, which has been gaining momentum in recent elections. The party's rise has sparked concerns over the growing influence of extremist ideologies in European politics. These stories and more will be discussed in greater detail throughout the day on the AI Daily Press. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, Amazon's Indian affiliate, Tata Steel, JSW Steel, and Hindalco were among the top losers yesterday as the Sensex and Nifty declined by over 0.5% due to the U.S. Federal Reserve's cautious stance on interest rate cuts. This development has dampened investor sentiment globally, with foreign portfolio investors selling shares worth a net 555 crore. In other news, the U.S. Federal Open Market Committee has concluded its 2-day meeting, and market participants are eagerly awaiting the interest rate announcement from Chairman Jerome Powell. Fed fund futures contracts indicate a possible rate cut, which could have far-reaching implications for the global economy. Experts caution that the decision is far from certain, with some arguing that labor market weakness may prompt the central bank to take a more cautious approach. Lastly, we're also keeping an eye on Amazon's announcement of its plans to expand its presence in India. The company has announced that it will be investing $1 billion in the country over the next 5 years, which is expected to create thousands of jobs and boost economic growth. These stories and more are making headlines today. So, now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we explored the torrid meteor shower and its potential to produce spectacular fireballs in the night sky. Our article delved into the science behind this phenomenon, discussing the shower's origins, and the best viewing times for stargazers. Next, we examined the intriguing case of 3I, an interstellar object that has sparked debate about its possible artificial origin. While some speculated that it could be an alien spacecraft, our in-depth analysis concluded that the current evidence supports its classification as a natural comet, highlighting the importance of scientific rigor and skepticism in the face of extraordinary claims. Lastly, we shed light on a mysterious, bright light seen in the skies over Ireland, which was initially met with speculation about UFOs. However, thanks to the diligent work of experts like Alan O'Reilly from Carlo Weather, the phenomenon was explained as the result of Elon Musk's SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket dumping fuel in orbit, creating a breathtaking display of ice crystals reflecting light. These stories showcase the awe-inspiring beauty of the universe and the importance of approaching the unknown with a critical and nuanced perspective. As we continue to explore the wonders of science and technology, remember to stay curious, think critically, and let the pursuit of understanding guide you through the vast expanse of the unknown. Now, for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we celebrated the induction of 8 distinguished legends into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. These pioneers have paved the way for future generations of female athletes, showcasing the excellence and dedication that define this exceptional sport. Next, we delved into the psychology of clutch performances, where a recent study revealed the crucial role of mindset and leadership in achieving success under pressure. From flow to effective guidance, we explored the key factors that enable athletes to reach their full potential when it matters most. And finally, we followed the captivating story of Cristiano Ronaldo's son, Cristianino, as he made his debut with Portugal's under-17 national team. As the young athlete navigates the challenges of living up to his father's legacy, we'll be keeping a close eye on his journey and the drama that unfolds. Stay informed, stay engaged, and always remember, the truth is in the game. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we looked at the devastating impact of climate change on rural communities, highlighting the need for sustainable practices and support for those affected. Secondly, we delved into the complex world of Eastern European politics, where an impending trial in Romania is shedding light on the intricate web of international relations and the pursuit of justice. Lastly, we explored groundbreaking scientific discoveries published in Nature, which are advancing our understanding of planet formation, muscular dystrophy treatments, and the characteristics of water-bearing planets. These stories not only showcase the diversity of issues that shape our world, but also underscore the interconnectedness of global events, scientific progress, and human experiences. We'll continue to monitor these developments and bring you updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. We've got a jam-packed show for you today, with all the latest celebrity news and gossip. Let's start with Kim Kardashian. No, just kidding. Actually, we're kicking off with Yolanda Hadid, who's made headlines by selling her equestrian estate in New Hope for $11 million and buying a new $4 million home, only to gut it completely. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star's drastic renovation plans. Next up, we've got Kim. Just kidding again. Seriously though, we're discussing Rihanna and AAP Rocky's relationship. The power couple has finally confirmed what we've all been suspecting. They're married. We're taking a look back at their romance timeline, from friends to family, and celebrating the love they share. And if you thought that was all, think again. We also dove into Yolanda Hadid's real estate move and why she might be renovating her new home. Is it a reflection of her personal style, or something more? We're keeping an eye on this story and want to hear from you. Share your thoughts with us on social media using the hashtag AIDailyPress. Last but not least, we can't forget about Kim Kardashian. Just kidding, I promise. Actually, we did talk about Yolanda's neighborly trash-picking extravaganza. It seems people are driving by her house to score some amazing designer deals from her renovation cast-offs. Talk about luxury bargain hunting. Thanks for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Nature.
Thank you, Joan.